Alright. Back at it! With a new Archon Quest, Dancing Quest? What do we call these activities? Travellers? I can't remember what these are called. Either way, we're doing it in English, by the way, because I just can't be bothered to care. So.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
You didn't expect to run into us in the quest of a plenty, your home turf? Yeah, we're already starting this quest off big.
Oh, hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
I don't know, Paimon, you sound a bit weird.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
All right, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
What the hell's hell? It's a coach from hell. What's hell? What religious basis does that purgatory nightmare have any relevance?
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Take over your patrol. So, wait a minute, how are we still getting signed up for training?
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help.
Help with
The
what?
Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a
believe?
workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes.
Why not?
And there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Got a child competition going.
That makes sense.
Even though you're a full-grown woman. That smile. Oh, she's smirking.
Oh, no. Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
Wow, she really does sound like Minnie Mouse. Holy
Traveler,
shit.
let's just help with the patrol, all right? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition.
Are you guys the same weight class? Is it like a 2-foot difference?
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Paimon fucking gets tricked always. I'm gonna do it for you, coach. You know what? We'll do it for you, Paimon. Nah, fuck you. We'll do it for coach.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the
I do
area.
it for Paimon if her ass didn't get
That'll free
tricked.
me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
What can we possibly find on patrol?
Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Strolling and patrolling. No, we aren't. We're experts at bullshitting and fucking doing nothing. But that comes with the territory. I'm a long-winded adventurer. We do a whole lot of nothing. Well, a whole lot of something. I'm in Notland. If I should use Notland ability character. But I got a scuffy ear, so I'm gonna use her because fuck it, bro. What's the point of getting a dead character if I ain't gonna use the bitch?
What's this? Was there always a cave here?
We have like 87% explored. There could have been a cave here 10 seconds ago, we would have known. Could have been here 10,000 years ago, we would have known.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
I'm fucking sleeping. I mean, he's
Why
chilling.
is it hiding away here?
The man lives here. What the hell? What you mean?
Ah, you woke it up.
What's up, bro? Damn, he's fucking running. Okay.
Huh? It ran away. Hmm. Guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Motherfucker bucked it too. All that.
You
So I
mean
still-
that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Motherfucker got a club and what is that?
Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
About more shiny object up by
Paimon,
this
take a
channel.
look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
What is it?
What
Demo?
is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key?
It's a key?
The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
The key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. I'm just gonna drop that, bro. The fucking what?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
What the fuck's a spaceship?
Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
We rode in on a spaceship? I thought we just flew through the galaxy, like cosmic stuff.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. Oh, we still have our key? Shit, the traveler, like I said, the traveler has a backstory that we never get to actually see. What the fuck? Hibernation. So that's how you got the planets?
Yeah, these look identical. So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
Where's he keeping that, bro? Keystering it? It belongs to my sister. How the fuck did Hilly end up with that?
Knew it! Huh, the keys to a spaceship! Huh, somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Wait, no, descender.
No, we're still an alien.
But anyway,
the center
now
title
we know
comes
where it
secondary
came
to the
from.
plan.
The question
We'll always
is,
be an alien.
how did it get here?
Good question.
The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
How's that work?
If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
Hey, I mean, it's crazy that the Abyss hasn't been organized, and all of a sudden, within 500 years, they managed to organize and destroy and attack Notland. It's almost like the Abyss Orange is behind it.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim, and now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister.
True.
Should we
How
keep
MacGuffin
following
like.
this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Check back in again. Maybe
there
she's
you
eating something.
are.
Okay, never mind.
Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Did you find us?
Hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
What's
I
that?
came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties.
Oh, wow.
They'll be here to take over shortly.
What happened?
Wait,
We got
cancel?
nuclear bombshells
Why?
already. We got
What
fucking
happened?
spaceship travel.
The Abyss Order attacked.
Really? Already?
Huh?
Wait. The Abyss Order. Luminos. This goddamn game says Lumini. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time. I have to. Yeah,
I've
not through the
heard of the
fucking
Abyss
dream
Order,
world brain
But
fucking
this is
no.
the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
Don't worry, we saw that
It's like
monster.
they're-
First thing we saw.
Preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
I don't think it's a little sec by now.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
It's like what we usually I guess they are what we usually see. Because the first time we ever saw them, they launched a fucking entire like incursion into Mondstadt.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. But that doesn't tell us much. Our
do you know
defenses
it's
are holding
different?
strong so far. So I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
The hell no, bitch. I'm gonna go to face the front line and blow through the Abyss Order. We haven't seen them attack anyone in years, and the first thing they blow through is the collective of plenty. No, great. We have to go with
then
her?
let's head over together.
That's not what I would do. My ass would have been blowing through the front lines. Whatever. Balls it is. Key to the hibernation chamber. I mean, it makes sense. That's how they would get through space. On a ship that traverses the sea of stars, there should only be 2 keys that belong to the golden-haired traveling twins. Interesting. Was not expecting us to have traveled on a spaceship. I thought the spaceship part was going to be a red herring for Skirk. Nope. We just travel on spaceships. Unique, I guess. Not really, to be honest. But
Take it easy.
I mean, it does make sense. Like, how do we expect them to travel through space? We know the Abyss's shit is lurking.
Malika!
Just floating through there with their wings.
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
How's the battle looking?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike.
Yeah, it sounds like someone
Also, their
agitated the
numbers
Abyss for
are
a
much higher
preemptive
than
war.
expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to
Good
know
question.
as well. Historically,
They fought back
Natlan
a
has
full
not been a
wild
hotbed
Abyss
of Abyss
invasion.
Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
What? Historical has been a hot... Oh, Abyss Order. Okay, I thought she said Abyss activity. This is like the most Abyss written voice. But yeah, Abyss Order.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
I tested all your defenses.
It's too early to
saw
say
you
anything
hold-
definite.
Yeah, saw
For the
you
time
held up
being, we should
on
continue
your
monitoring
weaknesses.
the situation.
Launch an actual
How are
assault.
the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Not a single one.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans
true.
fighting for us.
We just fought a war.
Compared to the true Abyss,
No, we don't
the Abyss
organize them,
Order
yeah.
poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However,
They can't
this
consume
is
your
still a
dead
war,
either and corrupt
so
your
we
men.
must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Hell no. This is one war that we need to actually fight.
Oh? In what way?
We just gonna tell her? Yeah, the fucking leader of the Order is my sister. No, should we have dropped that news on Archon? We'll direct out
that's how it
Celestia?
is.
I mean, there's no reason that they shouldn't have known this already. I mean, everyone else fucking knows it. It's
I
500
see.
years.
My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
To what her actual goal is? So she wants to use a thing called the Loom of Fate to create new ley lines. And those new ley lines will essentially create a new reality. And then, using the Abyss, they'll let the Abyss destroy Irminsul and rot the original ley lines. Because they can't modify the original ley lines. And so with the original ley lines of Irminsul completely destroyed, the original world and its ley lines will be obliterated, leaving only the abyssal, protected, created ones from the Loom of Fate to create the new world where her reality is there. How much
Safe
of
to
that?
say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
Of course, now that MiHoYo's gonna play it out, is that they're gonna say, oh, Libby just wanted to create a new ley lines using the Loom of Fate so they can a new kingdom and leave the rest. But whoever's actually tricking her is the Abyss Order wants the Abyss to consume the original ley. I mean, that's how the plot's gonna go. If you haven't figured that out, I'm basically 100% of this.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah,
True.
that may be.
Yeah, but how many
The
siblings
stakes
lead
are a little higher where
planetary
these two are
consuming
involved.
war faction?
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world.
Yeah, one wants to
Just
descend.
so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Yeah. It's, you have a vested interest not to let us find out the siblings after, because we might not be on Natlan's side. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you. I don't know why we would. We have no real stakes in the Abyss Order.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position.
You have to fight the Traveler.
Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Night Wind.
Magical niggas.
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Why are they getting attacked?
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
All right. Well, the way you made it sound like the abyss would attack you specifically.
Many thanks, you
Your
two.
tribe specifically.
Anything you
But
need, send
to
word to
everyone.
me right away. And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done.
Most people don't even realize they are
Still,
my sibling.
If
They
we
most
managed
don't
to
even know
find your
she
sister,
exists.
you wouldn't mind if I gave her a good punch to teach her a lesson, would you?
I don't think it would get through, to be honest. So if they're attacking the Master of Light when they're coming from the ocean, we've heard about the abyssal and other gods that are out there in the ocean. We don't really see them yet. I want to see what's out there in the Dark Sea. That's what they should do. They'll make like a infinite endgame game, roguelike game mode, where you go to different islands and fight different enemies. And it changes every time. You can put it out there in the abyssal sea. Perfect music for fighting the goddamn abyss.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Let's see, Lolly, we're finding a supernatural warrior
Huh.
here.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
And you're here to fight a
How
war?
are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
You can find the abyss with
I
intelligence.
heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something?
No. Bet your magical abilities are probably
The
the most
more I
important.
thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I
Look at
am.
the abyss obliterated the entire signs of the Cannabis tribal area. And what happened immediately? They lost all scouting information of the parties exchanging information across the entire battlefield. It's like, yeah, why are you gonna master the Masters of the Night? Because they probably have magic that can actually fight the abyss.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Really, I feel like the name Abyss Order like ties them very hard to the abyss, and they're just not really tied too much to the abyss.
Hey, she's saying your sister has poor taste.
Wasn't it fucking Clothaire who came up with the name? So how did I change
Wait,
the name?
what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
Yeah, cat's out of the bag,
I
bro.
only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good.
Conry
A
and
much-needed
dogs.
chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last
Yeah,
part out loud,
what?
Sweet Lolly. Anyway,
You didn't have to say that last part at all, to be honest. Motherfuckers be throwing dialogue if they have dialogue.
yoo-hoo! My guiding stars!
Off to the freezer! Quietly now, busted.
Stars, shine for me!
Game's up. From Silver. Lolene, he's Papa! Get him! Get
Fuck it.
Time to shine!
No, okay. I don't know how many enemies they're gonna throw
much
out.
better. That's more like it.
Oh, it's so dark.
Whew, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
You don't really need reinforcements. You can't just want to know why
If
they are
anyone
assaulting this
should be
position the most.
reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Really?
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
We already killed everything, you worthless sons of bitches.
Warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
Yeah, they didn't show up nearly fast enough.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's
No, I
here.
guess there are more.
Let's go take down that stronghold.
Shit.
Fulfill our pact!
Shower me with prayer! The night is cold. Don't be scared.
A little amuse-bouche.
Can't see a damn thing.
Boost on the loose.
Swap the hey, you long. Damn. Fuck it, bro. Look at all this bullshit we have around us. Dark light candlesticks are created by believers in the abyss and gas. Will constantly absorb nearby comes others to avoid war. Destroy war as quickly as possible.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it!
That sounds I won't say what's up.
You two! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering! Now's our chance!
I'm hitting everybody other than the one on the boat.
Quiet.
Game's up. Fun's over. Warriors! Attack! After them! Let the world collide!
A dash of frosting!
Oh my god, I got hit out of my fucking zone, so I couldn't use my ult. Oh my
Lolly,
god,
you
that's
pop up,
terrible.
get him! You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind!
Resist the abyss and pay the price!
What's up here?
A burst of flavor!
To try to activate
A little
fucking-
amuse bouche!
We can go snap off.
The night is cold.
Get to work!
I was surprised that number 15 that would be better. God, that people throws off their entire
Here
rotation.
comes the catch. A dash of frosting!
Abyss shall wrap.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
We kind of blew through them. What's that
To
popcorn
be
noise?
honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Night Wind.
Yeah, you were never gonna get that.
Well,
Oh gosh, you just
whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
You don't. Yeah, you don't need no
With the
reason to drink more.
stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
How'd they get through all your
Maybe
patrols?
it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different.
I think this
With
might have been a
few
fob with a
exceptions,
single herald.
Most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
The brother
Huh?
of the God King.
Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I don't know about that.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation.
Different on every
They
nation.
don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
This isn't like much of a stronghold either. Just a bunch of dudes on a beach. Yeah, we gotta even figure out anything. We just blew through their entire line. Killed all of them. Didn't really get much. And I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that.
Why you heading there, Traveler?
You're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
This isn't like much of a
Wait,
war. Just a
you're
couple
leaving?
of border skirmish
But
units.
I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Victory feast.
Go ahead, you
we
two.
got shit to do.
See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Yeah. See, Lord, we got shit to do. Like find our goddamn war. All right. Well then. That shit franked my whole rotation. Probably should have swapped out of even using Layla and just kept on using Silala. I have Knife Favonius because I couldn't guarantee Calamity of Issue on Layla's shield. God damn, fucking Sun Glare. So the Abyss is launching an attack. We come from a spaceship. All relatively normal stuff. Now why is the Abyss Order launching a full-scale strike mission on good old too bad. And especially Notland of all places.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
So let's find the Hilichurl.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyonce and St. Lolly are waiting for us.
It's not that she doesn't just sound like Minnie Mouse, it's her intonation also. That Hilichurl found the key nearby, I think. Like that. Like that breathy
We've scoured
pauses.
the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
Hilichurl, look at she has like a twirling with
believe
it.
that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
You know what? I feel like Paimon with a Southern Belle voice actually really fits. That's not what the voice is, but I feel like
thank
that would be
goodness.
great.
Someone's here. Please help me.
You don't look like from your collective of planets. You look like you're from Amorphous.
Who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You come to the right person. But what the fuck are the monsters, bitch? I ain't seen nothing out here.
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
What monsters? Oh, great. Schizophrenic women.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
No. Stark raving lunatics in the
There's
mountains.
no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Just looks like kind of a person from the Stone Kingdom. The one that was underwater. What are you done to run
What's
to?
wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Shit. Brain damage women, bro.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
You good? You good, kid?
The
Queen?
monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
You know somewhere right here, your ass ain't even getting hit. We're not even getting hit. Oh shit. Actual shadow demons.
Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
Yeah, we'll kill him.
Right? Thank you, Savior.
Savior.
Savior?
We're even by my place. What the fuck is going on?
Yoo-hoo! My
Look at we have a normal nice adventure, bro. There's gotta be a war from some country. Or a small nation under siege. Or God trying to blow up the planet. Like, I can't, there's gotta be something.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
Yeah, there's only two
It
of them.
just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
Why don't you try getting from the plane, see how funny it is.
Oh, really?
Yes, actually. You human? Oh. Give me your hand, girly. Trying to see something real
Sure.
quick. Weird looking eyes. Oh, your shit shaking, bro. Damn. Our aura be that loud. Shit.
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
Bro.
I didn't
this
think
bitch
much
blessing.
of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
What the fuck? Grown ass woman, bro. Get that shit out of here.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Can't believe we found a fucking
Well,
shy,
I-
reserved Christian girl in the mountains being attacked by monsters.
Anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith.
Dear it.
Thanks for saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Yeah,
With him
great.
around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As as long as they're visible.
Shit, even though they're invisible,
So,
we still got them.
What was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
They're monsters. What do you expect, bro? We basically got all sorts of
Your
tricks and
guess
shit.
is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
You thought
Whoa,
niggas were gonna stand there and watch you
that
die?
was even scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
What if that would have made us more monsters than the monsters? I'd never do something so horrendous. I wouldn't care, to be honest.
Don't worry.
Why'd she dare her
we aren't
eyes like that, bro?
When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
Yeah, those are things can like rip your shit
nothing
apart.
serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
That's what you get for running uphill in this rocky ass terrain with those fucking clods, bro. Probably slipped on some damn volcanic ash.
Good idea. We'll take you.
Get some actual running shoes if you're gonna be adventuring the fucking collective of blood. Also, when you got a comment, go ask me. Not
Thank
look
you
like you're
so
from that
much.
one.
Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah. You already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for
Really?
what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
What country you from?
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
The savior?
That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village.
Okay.
People got the sense that she was truly omniscient.
Mission
The
sage, let's
sage
go.
said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster
Another
is
prophecy,
almost
huh?
upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
No one else could do it?
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind.
Well, they sound like
So when I
Leonidas.
saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him.
Orders too loud. We
Well,
literally
The
prophesied.
Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Yeah. What exactly am I gonna say?
Actually, I don't think it's him.
Nice.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Yeah, the savior's a woman.
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young woman.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
Shit, nigga, I know somebody who exaggerates all those requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you,
Shit, we don't know how to find
then
it
it's
out.
gotta be her.
Where lost is this chick?
Who? Who is it?
My sister.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
We haven't seen her ass in like a whole year.
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Shit, nigga. How about your village?
Sorry.
You know where that is?
Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Oh my god, it's so awkward. No shit, bro. We mentioned the sister. Of course she's gonna ask how the fuck to find her, bro. Where else is the conversation gonna go?
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
You've always believed it, or this prophecy fucking, like, a last year type of thing? Last, like, 10 years type thing?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
Damn. Motherfucker got fire right from this guy.
But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Oh my god.
Do you really
A
buy
white
this
woman.
whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
I mean, there's a bunch of other fucking prophecies and whatnot. Why not? Agent of the Abyss. Could be. What are you blushing for?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
No.
What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
She got them purple eyes.
I just, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams.
But
And
now,
it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
what is this girl, bro?
mean,
What's this
limit?
ZCZ style writing?
What
Yeah.
happens after 3 seconds?
You become pregnant. How am I supposed to respond to that? Yeah, what am I supposed to respond to this? What is this? This is like, you know what this is? This is the shit people who are
I'm sorry.
that see
Please
Lonely
forget that I
is.
said anything. Let's just leave it there for now.
This is the motherfuckers who be
Like I
acting
said,
like this is what
I'm going to
Lonely
hide
is.
here until I feel well enough to move again.
Thought you were coming with us.
If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Why don't you just come with us? You're just finna die in this cave.
Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Great. Snap back to a different cave system. Meanwhile, on the beach of beaches, out in the Masters of the Night Wonderland, a whole lot of nothing was going on. Geronimo!
Take it easy.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Strange girls, caves,
Nothing
nothing.
substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No shit, the war's still on, bro.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone.
It
The
happened.
Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Yeah, that's a rare sentiment for this nation.
Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
It's watching.
I was
waiting.
wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Why? Confidence boost?
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Yeah, aren't you one of the chosen, literally?
Great. Thanks, you two.
Yeah. Oh, greatest hero of our time. Says one of the people of the fucking chosen of the nations to lead and tag along with the Archon to single-handedly give her the power of a fucking shade. But sure. The foreigner who fucking helped the Archon
Wow,
with a blade.
Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though.
I do recall, bro. It was during the Beachland incursion.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Yeah, well, last time you were out there fighting the actual war, so there's that.
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around.
How can you tell they're Abyss
There
Order
were even
operatives?
moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of
honestly,
caution, I asked
don't
some
know what the hell
shamans
they
from
do.
the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
That's not good. I'll be practicing some shit you don't even know. This is
Interesting.
the worst type of thing.
Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Yeah, until their meditation fucking unleashes an ancient demon, craters this entire settlement.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Sounds like morale is
Sure.
pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers.
Why not?
Let's keep going,
You have
traveler.
like an enemy actually outnumbered. You're a veteran of fighting them. They don't have the same power as the fucking motherfuckers you fought before.
Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an
The only thing Abyss about them is kind of what they have in name. So it wouldn't be too bad to have morale be high. Wouldn't be too far off to have morale high.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
What's wrong with you, bro? Chill out.
Come on.
We're just heroes.
You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But
Okay.
A one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something
Plenty
wrong?
of chances to go to war.
Or if my posture's bad, or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face. One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
Brother, you're already making a bad impression with this.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What would that be?
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
Damn, how fucking conceited.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
Badass trick, act super nervous together.
No, of course not.
Hey, I mean, hey, whatever you do.
I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Rest of your life?
But I am still on patrol. So please, great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh. Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Fuck it, bruh. Why not? He is right. We're good his whole life. Man, I never got to ask the fucking Tumani. It's one thing to be like, I never got a chance 'cause I never met him. But I met him and I didn't ask for that fight, man. Fuck it. The middle of your tribe, bro. You're about to get bodied. But what is this fucking quick draw? Damn. Nigga didn't even
Obviously,
react.
I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was
Bro, we did a
between us.
flying roundhouse kick and snapped that nigga's neck. He didn't even fucking
I'll be
move.
bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Nigga, did you even fight?
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the traveler. What gives?
What is that goddamn Minnie Mouse
Well,
ass voice? It really
Some people
is.
connect through conversation,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
What a strange
Okay.
person.
Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Shout out to this dude being a part of. It's always his hair clipping in the back of his head. Shout out to this dude being a part of the fucking Mystics, Masters of the Night one. And having like a goddamn collective of plenty ass spirit.
Not at all. We haven't spotted any
they're all
new enemy
warriors, so.
movements.
Doesn't really matter. You can't wield magic. You're still gonna wield a blade in this form.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
I like like nothing here either. We walked what? A total let's see. No, okay, never mind.
You're back.
Look at this.
So, did the guards find anything?
20, 40 feet in the
Nothing
central hub
much,
of this
no.
village? Yeah, okay.
Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless.
This motherfucker's balling out.
Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
What are you lodging a complaint for? Ignore Paimon. He wasn't a problem.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
How are you hung up?
Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
Hasn't even been a day?
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover.
Okay, well.
Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless,
How have you not created something to like cure a hangover? That seems like something you absolutely would have done as a master of the night. How has she not made something for that?
what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
I think this place is made of artificial ley lines, actually.
What does that mean?
Huh, now I think about it, that actually kind of makes a lot more sense. Why they would be in Natlan? Natlan's made of artificial ley lines, and the Luma Fate's entire design is to make artificial ley lines. Might be a great place to study and research what exactly the effect is on the people, on the land.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines.
How they work.
But still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
And if you're gonna add on to the ley lines, there'd be the greatest place to mask it is in the land of artificial ley lines, too, if they want to test out the loop.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on.
I'm right anyways. Let's find out. Let's find out how right I am.
No
But I'm right.
wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force.
Do we even know what we're striking
war,
to drive them out?
Adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
The finer details are my concern. So the actual work, he's like to be the commander and point. We need these people dead here, here, and here. Make it happen. Alright, Chief. Guess we'll have to fucking figure out how to pull the resources, allocate the men to launch the attacks, coordinate. Just here in the seat loudly. That we ask you about holding hands with women.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Yeah, you heard that monsters are invisible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow.
Badass.
Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
All right, we get it. Granny
ain't trying to deal with
Eatsley's
that much
learning
lore.
and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
No. I think it's the right answer to flaunt
the
bullshit.
short answer is...
Worse.
There are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
You heard any stories of it?
Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
That's not even close to true. She's
Hey,
200
I'm not
years.
that old.
She's 200 years old, and this bitch has not left Notland. I'm pretty sure. Or gone that far. She couldn't leave Notland. So no, Paimon, that shit's not even close. This one.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
You found a nice little young woman in the mountains.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Yeah, what else did you had to do to help see?
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise.
We have to smash our
But
foreheads
that's
together
neither
to
here nor
heal
there.
our mind
What
memory.
bothers me is
that didn't work
it
anyways.
sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
One man's terrorist and another man's
Sorry
hero.
if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Once again,
Actually,
people are going to take
Paimon
skirmishes.
feels like you make a fair point.
Oh, we'll be blowing up this damn place instantly.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Honestly, she
Okay,
kind
well,
of does.
you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
She's got a weapon. She's got a spy. I think she's more of a spy than a weapon.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior.
And touches you.
At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Yeah, bro. She done drove
Traveler,
all our
we
power.
still
and
need
knowledge.
some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Can you not lend 1 or 2 men to also keep her safe? Can we not bring her back here?
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Nation's at war right now. Can't we say that there's a new curfew and patrols? Foreigners are suspected agents. And she needs to be held. For her safety, she needs to stay within the walls. There's plenty of options we have to keep her contained. Or lock her up. We have plenty of reasoning that detain foreign agents in your land during the time of war. Legal or not. Actually, legality doesn't matter. You're in their countries. The bullshit as they go. But of course, we're just gonna let her wander aimlessly. She's not gonna be in this damn cave, is she?
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right?
Nope.
Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Well, this cave is not that big. We can see inside of it right now. In fact, we're talking inside of it. She should know we're over here. Like, look how small this is, bro. Why are we acting like we coming on a corner, bro?
Traveler, watch out!
Damn, Kelly sure would have cracked her skull in half, bro.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me.
Bro, we just blocked that shit
Did
with
I
our
hurt
forearm.
you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
That shit didn't even fucking hurt. If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. Somehow it still hurt less than I expected. Yeah, this bitch got no strength, bro.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap.
She should have smashed Paimon up the edge, bro.
Maybe
That shit
we
was
shouldn't
funny
have
as fuck.
sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
Big gaping maw of a cave, and she can't
To
see
be
us.
honest,
from it.
I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me.
So why don't you just stick with
And
us
it's
then?
not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Bro,
Huh.
if we ask if you could take care of yourself?
Weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak.
Damn,
Wait.
bro. Weak ass bitch.
If you really thought you
Why
were
Paimon
gonna
talking like that?
starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero.
Bro, you are not a
He
hero.
already saved my life once. That's more than enough.
Why are you trying to
I
act like
just
one? I gotta
don't
save
want to
face
come
for the
across
hero.
as a constant burden.
Nigga, we are the hero for a reason.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
You're kind of... Really just being an injured pursuit? Well, she's not an injured civilian. She's kind of pathetic spy in that case.
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Bruh. You are unbelievable. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
You can join us for dinner. Hey, Celestia.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
You owe me 2 favors now. We already got hand-holding and eye contact. We already know what comes next.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Bitch ate like a savage animal. What the fuck?
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
What is this girl?
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
It's the same everywhere. Fucking
And
sky's
it's all
fake.
thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
Gosh, bro, you were in here for like an hour and a half. Play up the dramaticism, bro. The Jerome. Unbearably slow? I mean, probably.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars.
She's probably got Snoopy
And
smile.
often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
No! So why would you think that? Honestly, where did you get that idea from?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does.
Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd
Faded
say.
here by the stars in the sky.
To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
It's real to me.
Paimon kinda gets you.
I get it.
But also not really.
If you're never gonna go beyond the stars, and if you're never gonna leave the village, then what is this small little world you consider your world is your world? Like, well, the stars in the sky are fake. Yeah, but I'm never gonna see the real one, so might as well be real to me.
Is it kind of like how journeying with the traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Kind of? Yeah, it's like kind of, but also not real.
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior.
Now you
But I
don't
could
see the
never
bigger
bring
world.
myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
There you go.
Yeah! Go you!
There's the yearning. Yearning for adventure.
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior.
It's ventured out. Weren't
I'm
you
gonna
told by
make
your
my
grandma to
world
do
bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not gonna stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
it? Beyond the stars. I don't think you're getting out there anytime soon. to be
Who
honest.
knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah.
You're already doing that.
One day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
Will we check? She's not a bad person. Now you're being fucking. You're falling straight for the waifu bait, bro. This bitch is gonna die, by the way. There ain't no way she's surviving. They made this character, force it on us, make her, oh, look at her, she's blushing, oh, she's shy, oh. Look at her relatable backstory. We're gonna blow her head smooth off, bro.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Damn.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
We gotta try that trick again. Just give me the goddamn hand.
Can you see them now?
Whoa, my kick again guy allows me to see these creatures. Yeah, I got him. Hey, bro, sealed her ass in the cave. Shout out to using Geo Magic.
Paimon still can't see
Geo
anything.
Magic. It's using Geo.
Please, be careful.
We'll be fine. I sealed your ass in the cave.
Not now.
Off to the breeze.
Sorry, little creatures. You picked the wrong test.
Quietly now. Take it easy. The pinnacle of excellence.
Time to shine. Stars, shine for me. And then
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
More than that.
Busted.
What's happening with that?
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
I got an OPS too.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air.
Don't get used to it.
You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Well, let's grab her face at this
Oh,
point.
I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You good?
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
What's wrong with
I
this
was
woman?
just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Weird lady.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon.
Sounds reasonable.
What do you think, traveler?
Nah, bro. Girl, we held hands with, held eye contact, idolizes us, now inviting us to stay in this warm, cozy cabin that we've saved her life in twice. Anyways,
Alright.
do your thing.
Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
What do you mean? It's a cave. Vivid dream. Oh, the Night Kingdom. Okay. Speaking of hell. Hey, all the things are lit up, bro. Let's try pillars, because I did all the fucking pillar challenges. Fuck you. She's got the flower. Hey, doesn't she also have the flowers in her head? Where do they get those flowers? Living in the Lord of the Night. Wouldn't that be Capitano at this point? Mixed in with the Lord of the Night? Alright. Seems like we're disassociating. Fuck it, bro. My head, it hurts. What's happening to us exactly? What are we seeing? Alright, something's fried our mind. Something has just fucked our head. Yeah, something just pulled us in and trapped us into something.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
That's the day's dooms.
A blood-red sky.
Hey, it's the Conrians. Yeah, when the Wolfhounds came in there and ripped the motherfuckers to shreds. And the cubes.
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight.
That's the
Endless
abyss.
pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
Birth of a savior. Didn't we arrive, or our sibling arrive on Conrian before it fell apart? Or are they saying that she rose to the savior status when she saw the nation destroyed? That was the story of Gondria. There, bro. She holding her hand. Or something.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Nah, she just infected us. She's got mind parasites.
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare.
The monsters are there to attune our brain
I
waves.
thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
What's she trying? Is she trying to inject false memories into our head?
Oh, is that right?
You just let that happen, Paimon?
You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
More self-control?
Self-control?
What?
What does that have to do with it?
Why is she saying that? Not, I'm not that type of person, or I'm not doing that. I'm not an enemy. No, I have more self-control, so... Unless she interpreted pull a fast one as something else. Wait a minute. Levine. So you saw the savior and the destruction economy, in the case of this girl's mind. I'm going back to sleep, bro.
Ugh,
Fuck this.
no way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this.
Why not?
You
Ain't like
go
much
ahead.
happened.
But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Look at her, bro. She is pointing at her. Yeah, Paimon, wake me up if she's just taking off her pants.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Yeah. Touching people in their sleep. A weirdo ass lady.
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me.
She gotta travel?
3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Should you journey with us?
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this?
So
When
this
the
is all
time
this
comes,
us.
you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
What should be like
Mawika?
Mahu?
Who's Mawika?
Alright, hold on. I think I see something over there. Nah, let's not brush past that. She doesn't know who the Archon is.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
Just blew
A
past the
bunch of
mountain.
Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Now she can't see? Great, bro. We're in different timelines, aren't we?
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
At least we can fucking fight. Let's try the tested method.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdith? Or the monsters themselves?
She's in the wrong
Or
timeline.
is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
So these are modern ones. The ones we saw weren't on our
done.
timeline, and these
Their
ones
morale
are.
seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Great. Fractal ley line disassociation, something something. You're in the wrong timeline. We saw this before when the ley lines get eaten. Events can be played out in Inazuma. Invited Shogun's second story.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Dang's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away.
Are we bring Deerdith with
We
us?
gotta go. Bye for now, Deerdith.
No.
See ya, and please take care.
What kind of writing is this? Just walk with us to the damn Masters of the Night Wind, bro. And the Collective of Plenty. The safest place we can fucking bring her. Ball talk, bro. Jeez. Let's get roll. It's the type of writing I hate the most. Where there's like clearly a pretty good, or not that like bad of a take or answer to something. Where it's like, just bring her to the Collective of Plenty. We're right outside their tribe.
Hey, Eon-san.
And we just
We're back.
don't.
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just
They're just
now.
hungry to put it in
Has
voice
something
sus.
happened at the front?
No. Nothing's changed.
The front line has collapsed.
Like ours? Or the enemies?
How?
Yeah, do you mean like the front line is that they blew through our line or the enemy just retreated fully?
No, relax.
Yeah, there.
Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. This is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
I love that, man. The front line's collapsed. Oh, we're fucked. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah, did we lose the punch? They launched their final attack and they got rocked.
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive.
And they just died.
So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Fucking what? Who?
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
Don't worry. I think the Twilight Knight
You
who
don't need
just
to sweat it,
blew through the
Eon-san.
line.
From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person.
Motherfucker blew through their entire front line. It was like the Abyss
Honestly,
Order's together, yeah.
With the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, bro. I guess someone has to associate us with them. Like blonde saviors, blonde travelers. So someone be like, is this your brother? Is this your sibling? I don't know, he never misses an occasion.
Dainsleif.
Damn, so yeah. And yes, since we're playing in English, he will not be voiced. So, enjoy that. Maybe I have to read all his dialogue in the Yuri Lowenthal one-track voice. Marina Beehoff. I haven't Beehoff since a long time. Like a long time. Holy shit, it's the Twilight Night. Were you two waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
Look at this dark shit
It
child.
is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif.
You killed all
Thank you
those
for
niggas.
breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as
You should have had
yourself.
him meet Mavuika. No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons. Man, too bad he couldn't meet
Please
fucking
don't mind
Capitano.
him,
Bring the
Eon-san.
Capitano's corpse.
He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right.
Is it?
Uezo Janssen respects those of great power.
Uezo.
It's quite clear that
Power
he meant no
Janssen.
offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Damn, bro. Jan's on a big fan
Sure
of
thing.
Danzler.
You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right?
Someone draw
Since
that.
this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san!
I want to see some of Jan's dance the fan art. Give her
Hey,
the
Dane,
glow sticks.
would it
and
have
the
killed
dance
you to
of
be a
pillow.
little more polite?
Dane
She's our
pillow.
friend!
Jan's, yes. I remember the name, but I will not invest in more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. How about one of the leaders of the Seven? Bring him to Marvel Weekend. That's fine, bro. She wasn't offended.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Yeah. How come you weren't there on the Abyss attack? Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical in a war with the Notlanese. The odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
You've been on the case for a while? I've been on the case for some time. Even captured and interrogated several of this order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they've gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I had a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Shit. Double our efforts. If they're willing to commit resources to whatever they gain here, make sure they waste more than they can replenish. Since we lack actionable intelligence, for now, we might as well continue to focus on fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so unwilling to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make their sacrifice greater and more painful than they can ever anticipate, like I said. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can emulate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. Sure, bro. Let's obliterate one of the biggest, the White Walker threat in the game in one battle. Shit, Game of Thrones type ready. That's right. The ideal scenario will be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
No, I think saving her would be his thing. Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Shit, yeah, I mean, yeah, shit. Nothing like slaughtering the corrupted people of my nation. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
The Abyss Princess is here. So she's here, in person. Unsurprising, given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on. That girl called her the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that, it referred to your sister then, too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? This makes no sense. Even before the Cataclysm. Yes, this is. Oh, are they gonna clarify that the sisters landed before us?
Wait, wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Conrian summoned us. Or summoned us, and the sister landed first. Or sibling landed first. And they were here for like a couple of months in Conria before anything. Also, was that thing on his shoulder? Did he always have that? Well, when she first granted the title Princess. The Vinster King and the entire court of the of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that she would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with her there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the princess by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how the story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Mr. King's lust for power.
Oh. Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
Look what that got them. Buried, dead, gone, forgotten. Is that why Lumine is so determined to revive the homeland? Because she thinks she failed Conrian Savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure-blooded Conrians afflicted with the curse of mortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained the ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden hair savior.
Ah! Paimon gets it now! So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated?
Probably.
Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
This doesn't explain how she has not a single bit of curse on her. Not a shred. If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I'm never tired. I will consider it. But we must discuss our first steps first thing tomorrow morning. Oh, well, we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Wait until the following day. Okay. So we got motherfucking Abyss Order. We got motherfucking Dansliff now. I'll tell you, that woman's just from a different timeline. Or a corrupted ley line, or the Luma Fate, since it's recreating or creating Conria. It's probably recreating Conria. She's like one of the first people I recreated, and now they're like lost. So she's recreating the Empire of Conria, but she's doing it in the sense that she's taking all the memories from the original and just placing the Empire in the perpetual state it was before the Cataclysm. If I can't modify the ley lines to bring them back, what if I just recreated them to one-to-one? Let's see who's gonna talk to the Master of the Night one. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
They won't be getting along very soon.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Chocolate lady.
You're here.
Big
I
white
have some
man.
good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan.
And they'll assault it.
After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Ochkanatlan?
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all!
Well, they got out there Capitano. Bro,
And
let's
with
get Dane
any
to see
luck,
Capitano's
Maybe
corpse.
we'll find your sister there too.
Sure, we're about to find something.
Our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
Let's get the Archon to talk to Dane's. I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's
I've
odds of
already
survival.
explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsliff. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well, then I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Mr. Yansan.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsliff.
Damn, bro.
Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
This dude's a god killer.
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own.
He's been doing it for the last 500 years,
And
so I
even
mean,
if
she's
things
not
don't go to plan,
exactly wrong.
he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsliff, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you, Little Miss Eonson. I need a Dane Eonson animation right now.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say
Whatever
something,
you think
Traveler.
that means, and whatever type of animator you are. Make it. Well, allow me to join you, Mr. Danza.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Ochka Notland, or we will obliterate the land of Ochka and Notland. Assault the Abyss Order stronghold. Let's smash through the lane's flamey fucky wucky.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in that land?
Bitch, we've been here. All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their positions. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your sister again, even better.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hopefully Danes doesn't get his ass beat by her this time. Holy shit, we get to have playable Danes live. The swordsman Danes have mastered as the Conrian court guard captain allows him to easily spy the weakness in opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of the weakness, allowing him to destroy the voids of the wall. Holy shit, we got a party setup mechanic here.
Take it easy.
This is balls to cock and swag. Let's go. Just this bunk ass party. Holy shit! He's got the same shit as Skirk, where she's got abyssal grass or abyssal cryo. This motherfucker got abyssal.
Let my name echo in song! Shower new stars shine for a burst of flavor!
Got abyssal pyro.
A little... Here comes the catch.
Motherfucker spawned and got blasted, bro. Yeah, get that shield up, boy.
Game's up from Silva.
Yoo-hoo! My guiding stars!
Off to the freezer. Quietly now.
We will die like all who follow your order.
Very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san.
I can't fucking red parts of
The night
it.
is cold.
Adaptive bomb. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
He's got fish like the pulse.
A slip up. That's
Damn.
all.
Stars
Don't
shine
be
for
ridiculous.
my guiding... Shower new stars!
That's
Off to the
because
freezer.
her team
Quietly now.
shit's squishy as hell.
Opened unto you.
That's all that is. Looking at that cheap trick.
A little amuse-bouche. The pinnacle of excellence.
Got her all back? Oh, she lost all her fucking shit.
Busted.
What is it, a slight
Quietly now.
loss on hers?
Game's up
Everything.
from Silva.
This was an open dungeon.
Let my name echo in song! The night is cold.
Days. The relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee this eternity. To resist it.
What is this voice saying, bro?
The world collide! Stars shine for me.
I will not lie, bro. This was like the hardest one.
Game's up.
Whatever they can say, bro, the hardest shit. I got my shit frozen, bro.
Don't be scared. Let my name echo in song!
A little amuse-bouche.
Yeah, it's like two locations where I get fucking Scoffy and yellow. Man, shit, we blew through the fucking whole front line. What is that, bro? Is that a fucking, a 4-armed one? What's good, blood? We just tore through your whole front line. Yes, it is, a 4.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
Why? The word sword of Heaven's End. It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt down the last man. It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
You're talking about this, a sister.
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy.
He's immortal.
But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Yeah, because she's literally gonna rewrite fucking history. Why can't this nigga? Why can't Jerry Lowenthal just fucking do the voice, bro? Your riddle's tired. The overwhelming advantage is ours. At least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what you... Oh, great. What is this fucking line? I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won. Or that you can still turn the tide of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means.
They built the loom. They literally won. That was their end goal.
And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater.
Well, they'll rewrite the history of this planet. Like I said, you use the loom, you make the new ley lines and new history, and then you let the Abyss consume what's left.
For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
What does that mean, bro? The rebirth of the kingdom?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past
like
experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate?
Figured it out.
Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Nightwind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover?
Yeah, because they had the direct contact with the ley line of the light-up, so they would have seen the changes.
Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Just like that woman we saw. Reborn Conria. What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tired of your tedium. Isn't there more to rebuilding? Yeah, isn't there a bit more to rebuilding the homeland? Don't you need to like get the memories of every people who died and then reverse death?
Right.
Reverse the
You still need
curse?
a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moeka and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria indeed has been revived as you claim, then where is...
Oh, you poor fool.
Underground?
Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you.
No, I think he asked a pretty valid
Think back
question.
on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
They're invisible, so they exist within the world, but not exactly in the world, because we couldn't see them.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but It seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
So it's like they exist trans-dimensionally?
What does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that
Literally, like I
exists
said, two
on a
planes of
different
existence.
dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
She had the Super Trooper flower. Wait, that's not all. There are other signs as well. You couldn't see the monsters. Physical contact. Motherfuckers were meditating. And that's how they were able to see. No one cares about that. We couldn't see. Sumi's right. There's a possibility rises. I'm in a different time and space from Meredith, and she's in Condria from Dane's suspect. The revived Condrians who speak about actually exist, and despite hailing from a separate time and space, Meredith has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you, do not believe any of this. The notion that Condria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to... whatever the fuck he said. There's only one thing that should... There's this. What did he say at the end of that? If he chooses to entertain it. Only this. Oh, that's why I can't read this. The is the only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant. And that is silencing this man. For good. Okay.
Strike a pose!
I get it. Because she was like, oh, I want to see the world beyond.
Off to the freezer! Quietly now.
And she had a dream.
Here comes the chaos.
See the beyond world and go beyond the sky. She'd be able to go beyond the limits of the continent.
To the name of the Abyss!
That should be all of them, right? So,
Motherfucker shouting, bro.
we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all.
Really didn't.
Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what he said is absolutely correct. I understand. You think she might be from the revived Condria? Yes. I have said my piece. I doubt Condria can be revived so easy. But if it is, it will give you some peace of mind. You could talk about that bullshit. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues that be found. Alright, Dancer. Thank you for your part of this quest, is you being a murder hobo. Who the fuck is that nigga? Damn, bro, they done blew your heart out your chest. I thought your voice was actually familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too. Hadden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master.
Oh, he's just a default lector? Not really like anything greater? That's kind of lame.
Don't forget, Daneslif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade.
And you just punched a hole through his chest. Not too that feeble.
But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
There should have been Hofton instead of Hadden or Hayden. Your arrogance and malice have cost you all my respect longer.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I tend to kill you 100 times over. Bro, this motherfucker's like Jing Liu. No, okay, bro. He just really keep fighting this dog. Well, he's blowing this dude back out.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh?
Are we just, is he really just blowing that motherfucker up like 100 times? The span of time we've been standing here?
In all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths? Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If we took it...
Alright, I believe you.
Alright, fuck it, bro. Then we took into account what you did in the economy. You so far how much darker your damage can become.
Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
It's just like fucking Edger, bro. These motherfuckers, I guess they are pretty normal, to be honest.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order. You could have easily blamed the princess for her betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found.
Just like the sinners. Yeah, she ran.
Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up.
And given to the sinners. So she... I wonder what they found, because she absorbed a fuck ton of abyssal power and then gave it to the sinners.
Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us.
So she ran to go find her brother, and the fucking world got blown up by the Sustainer. Or whatever the fuck. Yeah, the Sustainer.
Still, I believe that
Alright,
everything
Sustainer
she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart.
I think Dan's is a man on a vow for vengeance for people who got thrust into a position and feels like they're wrong.
And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
Shit, the humans can't even do that. I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd never have expected you to forgive her. Had you been so generous during your times at the Knight Academy as my instructor in the Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much. Black Serpent, huh? What? Blade work does... Well, it's the Foul Legacy is the transformation for Skirk. And, well, she doesn't use Foul Legacy. They use, something, don't they? Serpent blade work? They also use a serpent technique. Which is also what the Abyssal, lectors use. I wonder what Sir Logi is then, or the Foul. Because he also uses the blade work. This guy's the instructor, and Dan's like the top fucking knight. We know that, Capitano didn't use. He was a captain, but he did not use serpent blade work. All my good deeds were clearly the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. As much as it pains me to bring up his name, my co-student, Sertology, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost his limbs over it. Yeah, I guess he taught. Did he teach Zurich how to use a limb technique? She learned how to use the abyssal power. There's little point discussing it now, of course. But all of this was your doing, wasn't it? Interesting. So, good old Sir Logi was a Twilight Knight. Well, there you go. Serpent technique. You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously Bro, the fucking auto. I gotta stop clicking the auto. You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your position and reputation. Is this all these motherfuckers do? These Conrians suck, bro. What? Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is...
I don't give a damn.
I honestly can't remember them anymore.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. They lose their memory.
Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form.
The Abyss's grace or the Abyss's order's grace? Which one?
But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition.
That's how it is.
Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely.
That's already happening to you, bro. Is that why you want the world to be rebuilt?
I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
This has to be bait for them to rebuild Khaenri'ah. If he replants the memories. No one person struck me as different. Memories are indeed a circular part of a person's identity. So the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Slowly closes his eyes, continue countless memories of Khaenri'ah flood into his mind. All the sights and feelings, everything etched into the heart lines gradually brought by. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time. Shouldn't this have been like a cutscene?
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I guess they don't want to describe Khaenri'ah, but that should have been like how Capitano had like the cutscene where he's like, "Where I was once." That absolutely should have been a cutscene. I mean, whatever. You tell me more about it, our golden age. I'm not interested. I have neither time nor sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient. As long as the loom of fate
wow, who would have
heard
guessed?
what I could not.
He was baiting him, who would have guessed? The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived.
Of course
In
it
fact,
hasn't. It has to
even
exist
the
somewhere.
ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories.
Is that why they're meditating? Trying to push their memories onto the ley lines?
And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So, the loom of fate is running as we speak. In this so-called meditation your members have been performing. It is a purpose. Its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed.
It's like a spinning, bro.
a people in
90-degree turn.
exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking.
What a crock of shit.
What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
That is already what that's just the whole fucking essence of Conria in its entirety. A world woven from broken memories shall be broken itself. That should be like the title of the Conrian chapter, because we already know that's exactly what's gonna be. It's not gonna be made of whole memories, it's gonna be made of broken memories. So, that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
Well, that's how he survived this long. He has a ring. He has an immortality ring. Interesting.
Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
Your entire army. No, the Abyss Order was not that big. Interesting. So they baited him out. So this is all the bait dance stuff. They didn't care about the traveler at all. I actually wonder. Imagine the captain was still around. He would have some pretty good memories. Strong ass Conran who, while his body was failing, through sheer willpower, he survived. So, this was your true goal, to learn me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Luma fleet. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run. Okay, so like I said, we got a White Walker. The Abyss Order is essentially completely and utterly obliterated. Us might as well be off-screen. We killed like 12 dudes, and that was their entire army they've had for 500 years. Literally Game of Thrones White Walker. The biggest threat, things are looming in the background. Defeated in one episode. By plot convenience.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Oh, so now it's complete. Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. I'm already reborn in the other world, bro. You can't kill me. Okay. Well. I guess they're just throwing away the entire Abyss Order plot they've had for the 5 years. I refuse to believe this is what they were planning 5 years ago when they launched. They had the Abyssal shit in Mondstadt, and they had the upside down Archon statue, had all these plans. But
It's Judith! Great! She's still
Sure.
here!
the Abyss Order should absolutely be like almost as big as the Abyss. I don't know why we're making it like it's a fucking like 30 dudes. Don't jump. Hey. Now what memories are these? Is this the Cataclysm? Are we at Conria? We're surely at a volcano. Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Dandace is right now? So she really is. Now she won't look for the savior?
We're not from the same world, are we?
No, well, yes, actually, literally, we're not from the same world. No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end.
Yeah.
In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland?
Destroyed. Utterly and completely.
No, wait. Don't answer that.
So, okay, so I guess you didn't
We
want
can
to know.
only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way,
You're kind of like this.
I've already found my Savior.
Yeah.
It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
Look at that nice relationship. But your ass probably got obliterated about 500 years ago.
One last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too.
No, actually. She couldn't give
So-
a rat's ass.
Is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
Memento. Oh, I guess the key. Oh, so that's how this works? This is some time shenanigans.
What is it?
This is like the fucking Raiden Shogun quest all over again. Where she gives her a seed in the future and she planted it 500 years in the past. We're gonna give her an item we found. Ooh. This is pretty interesting. We either get to keep it or give it to her. What can we give her? If we don't give her the key, what do we give her? No. We gotta break the cycle, bro. I'm keeping the damn key. Alright, well, we just froze the time loop. Oh boy, an abyssal portal. Who can walk out of that bitch? Oh, it's our sibling, bro. Oh, right, they're not voiced. Shit, I forgot. So that's what happened. Ishtar, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. So what are you doing in this timeline? Lumi, you knew of all of this. I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the Cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Princess of Conria, was preparing to do my part to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Meredith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious for Clan that you were searching for me. But then, she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So is it my key or is it her key? Or your key? So she actually did it. We'd been separated ever since I awakened into that. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me the news of the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. Okay, so that's why she ran. Because she found us. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Conria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I choose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then we got blown up on the sustainer. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secured in your person. So the key existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, the intersection of our memories. The question that haunted me for the past 500 years, so I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Israel? You nearly succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it's a version of us 500 years apart. So she succeeded in her plan. The MacGuffin character actually did it. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Conria and save the entire world. Instead, the news was brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision and doomed Conria and the rest of the world. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her son was sent? Well, shit. Has Conria been revived? Have you set out to do what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought Tevat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned of Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has been intrigued ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. So Capitano? Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Lord of the Night did say before she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines, probably for the same reason. That she's guided by the rules of death and life and all that bullshit. Still, I received the Royal Light's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Tevat as base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over the present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Darren to cross paths. So if this is happening, what in the absolute fuck are the Fatui planning? We're out here creating entirely new Conrian dimension. They must be trying to blow up all the shades. That's what I saw in my dream. She's not lying about that. She's not lying about that at least. But from what I don't understand is why did the Lord and I agree to this? Is it because he mixed with Capitano now? After that new Conria etched memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's memory. Okay. After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories from the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I hold now in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. So the Loom weaved an atlas. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within the entire network of new Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. So you have the entire world's ley line, or a section of the world. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why is reviving Conria so important to you? Sure, they summoned us, but it's not our destined fate. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. I don't understand. It can't just be because of guilt. What exactly is your purpose for trying to rebuild this entire nation that isn't our home? When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I served as their princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. So your memories were erased upon entering Tevat? She's not a descender. Oh, is that the same thing as Skirk? No, Skirk didn't say she had her memories erased. At least I don't know, I haven't done her story goes. But recovering old memories didn't simply erase that part of my life I spent in Conria, so I still see it as my second home. How about your real home? Where's that? That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me, but even so, only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal. I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Well, Conria is just a nation, though, so how are you gonna get that? The might of a world. I wonder. She needs the might of a world. I wonder if that means that the Heavenly Princess would probably only speak to other descendants, people who could change the fate of a world as an equal. I think that actually kind of encompasses our story perfectly. Travel to 7 nations, acquire like the respected authority of all the Archons and the Sovereigns as a descender, and then rise up and speak to the Heavenly Principles with the Loof. I don't think she's going to be the one to be speaking to them. I'm pretty sure it's going to be us in the end. Oh, look at that. They were listening the entire time. I know you always want to change fate. We both do. But this time, I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss a chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. So she throws it anyways. Well, since there's no voice lines, I'm gonna say I'm not uploading this as a segment. Shit, not even worth uploading. That's not voice acted. And she just shut us out to space. So where is she gonna put Conrad?
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you!
Snap back to fucking the outside?
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
No shit, we look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
Yeah, that's why Paimon was using her Istroth powers to see us.
Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared,
the black hole powers.
right back in the same spot.
Interesting.
But looking a lot more glum.
So I wonder, is the sustainer of the Heavenly Principles the Ishtaroth, the time god? Yeah, I don't know. Fucking hell, bro. Drunk princess riding out her fucking pillow.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your sister?
Yeah, we actually had a real long talk, and not one that was erased from memory.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
Don't worry. We'll watch the cutscene in Japanese, where it's not utterly ruined.
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too.
Yeah, this is why we're gods of destroying worlds.
But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
Why not? The Shades doomed her to not be able to do anything. She got to talk to the Shade directly, and it said, how about I just fucking blow up this whole nation? Fuck you. It makes sense that she would go against it eventually.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Malwika had an argument with the captain.
Yeah. You know about that one?
Malwika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else.
She's like, I said she's
So,
doing
the
both.
Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
Yeah, it's a bit over your scope here, fighter.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
It's okay.
All right,
What could
well,
the
let's
condition
not
of that?
overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink
Additional
to
condition.
celebrate.
Oh man, fucking
trust the
Capitano
Lord of the
niggas are
Night
gonna be
unreservedly.
popping off on that
I'm sure
one.
she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
No, actually. Not really. Yeah, it just feels like a damn mess, to be honest, but you got a point. I mean, why not celebrate something?
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Yeah, hang on, bro. I gotta go somewhere to see if timeline distribution is working.
Huh?
Interesting.
Beyond-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Go see the ancient demon villager. What the fuck is this woman saying, bro? Look how she just tossed that shit too, by the way. She tossed the fucking refrigeration unit. It feels like someone clasping your hand. Sign it sends you to deep sleep. Oh, they held my hand at the end there. Jesus, bro. That was one hell of a quest. Well, we got a whole lot of information about that. Now we know what exactly her plan is. We know everything. Well, not everything. We know what her plan was. We know where the plan for Connery is. How Dainsleif is able to survive immortality. What we were doing before the Cataclysm, when we were on the planet in the spaceship, she had forgotten why we were separated for a bit, in which she became the queen and we didn't.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
We basically learned everything we need to learn. We learned that Ishtaroth is fucking with her directly. So she's actually being trolled by the gods. And what else did we learn? Dance's a dark son of a bitch too. Jesus, bro. Doesn't matter, bro. What was that? You wanna see that? It's off for a split second there. What was that? The domain entrance, wasn't it? Oh well. Damn, it was there for like half a second. Gee. I feel like they heavily reworked whatever the original Abyss plot was. Heavily. Like completely reworked that. Okay, let's see where we ended up. Holy Sugma, we're in the fucking Cataclysm. So what is this supposed to be? So is this supposed to be like Conria? Is this underground? I mean, it's a collect. I mean, it's clearly the collective of planet. So like, it's kind of booty cheeks. But I get the idea. And that's where she was standing when like everything got destroyed. Kind of sucks to use Notland's volcano for it, but I get the idea what they were going for. But yeah, we're cooked. Just straight up cooked. So that's why it's the dream that hasn't been dreamed. It's most likely gonna exist in dreams. Now, I wonder what the Night Lord's condition is. I swear, bro, if the Night Lord's condition is fucking like, Capitano has to become back. The captain needs to be restored too. It'd be funny as fuck. So our sister is rebuilding Conria for the guilt of betraying them after learning where we were. And because she had no memory. Because she wasn't a descendant. I'm gonna assume it's because she wasn't a descendant. And her probably memory got obliterated. So she had to remember her homeland and remember that we existed. And we were still in the hibernation chamber. My question is, how did she get out of the hibernation chamber? And where's the spaceship? That's what I want to see. Where is our spaceship that we used to get throughout all of that? Holy shit, watch it beat the damn star rail and the game comes full circle. Anyways, I think we're done here. Good quest. People were like always crying the whole way through. I don't know, it wasn't really that crazy of an Archon quest, I won't lie to you guys. Like, I don't know, these games of quests. The lore bombshells are kind of stuff I already speculated, so it wasn't anything like super duper unique to me at least. I've talked about this exact thing, that like, although I did say they were gonna eat the ley lines, I feel like that's what's gonna happen. That her plan's gonna backfire and she's gonna try to reweave it. But they backed out of that. Like I had said, it's because I had thought, or they had established that you can't reweave the ley lines. But apparently in that list, she's like, actually, maybe you can reweave the ley lines. So, we'll see where it goes. Not too bad. Let's pull for skirt, by the way. One wish for skirt. 3 big wins for skirt. Boom! Boom! Candace. That ain't skirt. That ain't skirt. 9 days, huh? Oh. So here right now. Boom! 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 Yeah, screw him, bro. What the fuck's my goddamn character at? Anywho. I'm excited to see how the story goes. I can't hear my goddamn voice. But, oh, I got a C6 Candace. Actually, I need that. Oh, I can run her with Needle on field. Ooh, that's actually bad. That's on field Needle. Ball cock.